Willkommen zurück zum Let's Play von NBA 2K16. Wie in der letzten Folge angekündigt, wollen wir doch mal schauen, ob wir unseren Spieler nicht ein bisschen upgraden können. Und hier sind wir auch direkt. Spieler-Upgrades, Attribut-Upgrades. Also das Ganze ist aufgebaut wie bei 15. Jumpshooter, Inside Scorer, Athlet, Spielmacher, Rebounder, Verteidiger. So, wir haben 11.315, die 10.000 wie sie habe ich durch den Vorbestellerbonus. Das ist natürlich eine schöne Sache für mich. So, jetzt muss ich mal gucken. Ja, am Anfang ist Werfen schon somit das Wichtigste. Mit dem Passen bin ich eigentlich relativ zufrieden. Dementsprechend drücke ich das hier jetzt mal so direkt rein. Und da sind die ersten 11.000 VC weg. Ah, ja. Egal. Ich bin einer, der viel wirft. Ich brauche einen geilen Wurf. Zweites Spiel gegen die Cavs. Na, vielen Dank. Aber okay. Wir sehen aber jetzt Spiel 7. Das heißt...
LeBron James.
Im Endeffekt
What more can you
sind wir
say
jetzt
about the guy that hasn't already been said?
in den letzten
He can
6
play
Spielen,
anywhere on
5
the
Spielen
court.
gar nicht drangekommen.
And he gets it done on both ends like nobody else in the league. If we can't slow him down, this game could get out of hand real quick. It's gonna be one of the biggest tests of the season for me, that's for sure. Time to step up.
So, also Max sagt natürlich selber, dass das jetzt ein richtig großer Test wird gegen LeBron James. Wenn man ihn vielleicht ein bisschen abbremsen kann, ein bisschen runterkühlen kann, dann hat man eine Chance. Aber, ja, muss man über LeBron James was sagen? Also, ich sag da gar nichts dazu. Absoluter Wahnsinnsspieler. Und wir spielen natürlich auch noch bei den Cavs. Also Heimvorteil haben sie auch noch. Die Starting Five der Cavaliers, ja, Kyrie, Shumpert, LeBron James, Love und, ja, Moskov. Habe ich zwar jetzt auf der Liste nicht gesehen, aber auf dem Court sehe ich es ja.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor.
So, wir lassen uns reinbringen, ja. Okay, LeBron James, Gesamt 94, Stärken, ich glaube alles, Schwächen fast keine. Dementsprechend gehen wir einfach direkt rein und geben einfach unser Bestes gegen den momentan wahrscheinlich besten Spieler der Welt.
Jazz, one of the biggest year-to-year improvements in the league last season. The big part of that, of course, was their play on the road.
And you know, Kevin, they nearly doubled their road wins from last season by getting 17 away from home.
Was ein Film mit 12? Okay.
Got better as the season wore on.
Utah leading by 12. Exum dishes to Freak.
So, schöner Pass von uns. Gleich wieder freilaufen.
Exum passes to Freak. And it's Exum in the corner.
So, jetzt muss ich hier mal einen Block schneiden, dass er vorbeikam. Ja, 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 ja. Sehr schön. Sehr, sehr schön.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
So, wir halten ihn hier einfach bloß fest. Unserer. Gleich weiter nach vorne.
9 points rung up from outside here in the first. And a wide open look for Freak. Cavaliers with the rebound.
He's got to be disappointed
Widerlich.
with himself on that one.
Vor allem den habe ich echt eigentlich relativ gut getroffen.
Smith kicks to James. Back to Smith. And there's the pass to Irving. And he wheels that one in, sinking right.
Das sind natürlich Spieler, die auch treffen, wenn man dann relativ kurz vorher noch versucht, ihn zu stören.
Now here's Exum, covered by Irving. Now here's Freak. Exum passes to Lyles for 3. Hayward. And that's collected by Love.
Von unserer Seite aus
Irving kicks to LeBron.
Ball Movement.
Down low. And Thompson throws it down.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark,
Ja, was war das für eine Season für die Cavs?
I like the simplicity.
So viele
There's
Verletzte.
also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish. So
Shake it.
still, I like that.
Ja, so viele
Pretty
Verletzte und
one-handed
tatsächlich in die Finals geschafft.
Here's James.
Unter anderem
Shot is off. And
sicherlich
Utah
auch,
the other
weil
way now. They come into this
alle
one
über ihren
following the
Verhältnissen
loss to
gespielt
the
haben.
Grizzlies.
And talk about
Dass
a team that
Moskau
just
so
never seemed to get
einschlägt
into a
und so
rhythm
gut spielt, hätte, glaube ich, keiner
offensively. It was
gedacht.
just an ugly game
Boah, der war
to
zu
watch.
weit. Ja,
Yeah,
der war
that's
zu
an
weit.
understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to
Thompson,
have
ein
any
absolutes
kind of
Rebound-Monster.
cohesiveness in terms of
Ja,
game plan.
und LeBron James hat
And they never
im
figured out how
Final,
to
glaube ich, in
attack
den
the
ersten
defense.
3 Spielen einen Durchschnitt von über 30 Punkten gehabt.
And a huge
Ja,
lead
aber
here
leider
early
Love
to
verletzt,
start.
Kyrie
Well, you know, right
verletzt.
from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so
Ja,
far.
und das sind halt Spieler,
Shot is no good.
die kann man
And as
schwer
the first
ersetzen.
quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Jazz lead by 15.
Dellanova,
And don't
doch
go
Dellanova
away. We'll
hat
be
zwar
back.
relativ gut gemacht, aber
And Derek Favors known for
gegen
his
Steph
work
Curry
ethic.
zu
He
verteidigen.
talked about his focus on
gibt,
developing
glaube
his
ich,
skill.
Schöneres und Leichteres.
Yeah, I just want to get better. I just want to keep improving as a player throughout the year. Just get better, keep making strides, and keep getting better in every aspect of my game.
Well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he's showing is to how far, Greg, you think he can go?
Well, you talk about desire and commitment, and then you throw in the fact that he has the talent that can be built upon.
So, wir lassen uns natürlich jetzt wieder gleich reinbringen.
Here's Smith. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Boy, I tell you, I thought the Jazz had a big year last season. Looked much tougher than before. A big part of that is how Coach Quinn Snyder helped the team grow. I mean,
So,
he looked like a
unserer.
perfect fit in his first year with the franchise.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Freak.
Hier
in the
draußen,
small
draußen,
forward.
draußen.
Hayward
Jump
out
shoot.
there with Exum. Then there's Trevor Booker.
That's one he knows he should have
So einer muss halt
Here's
reingehen.
Look-
You know, on the
Let's
surface,
go.
it might seem questionable to attempt a dunk like that when you're behind, but I think he's just trying to give him a spark.
What a dunk it was.
And he's got that awe factor. Even look at us. We're all sitting here just waiting for when he goes airborne.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. They set the
Wir
screen.
versuchen hier alle Screens zu stellen.
Pocket six.
Gib mir jetzt ja nicht am Ende den Ball, ich bringe die umsonst.
Hayward outside. Stolen by Thompson.
Aber die Idee war nicht
here comes
schlecht.
Smith. All alone.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Freak with it. Working on James. Shot
Schön.
good by Lyles.
Punkte für uns, Assist für uns.
And so here's Cleveland. They trail by 7. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the
Egal.
team.
And the thing about LeBron
Jetzt sehen wir auch
James,
gutes
he's
Foul.
really done a
Hätte ich
nice
jetzt
job
persönlich auch gesagt, wenn ich jetzt die
reshaping
Anzeige
his
nicht gehabt
game
hätte.
over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness.
Auch wenn man bei
The great
LeBron
ones
James
compensate by getting stronger
davon
and more
ausgehen kann, dass er die
physically
Freiwürfe reinmacht.
imposing. Not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well. Just
Ich wollte es
as
gerade
has
eben
been
noch
the
dazu
case
sagen,
for
auch wenn
LeBron.
er in den entscheidenden
Talking
Spielen
about
in
the
der
strength
letzten
of LeBron
Season
now, we saw Michael
oft
Jordan do
Freiwürfe
this
echt
too.
versammelt hat.
They paid a lot of attention to the
Das
body
musste er
as
sich
they
auch
got
echt
older,
angreifen
and thus
lassen.
they became more sculpted. They looked more physical.
Exactly. Leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high flying, but just as potent and as effective.
Ah, der
Good
zweite
on the
ist drin.
second free throw.
You know, one of the more impressive things that we know about LeBron James is that he
Aber
is
wir
one of the
führen.
great leaders in the NBA. His voice carries a lot of weight, and he hasn't been shy about raising his voice on social issues either.
So, wir
Good
helfen
to
mal.
see.
Dishes it to Freak. Hayward against Smith. Hayward goes in. Can't cash in from
Hätte er
close
nochmal
range.
rausspielen
There
können.
was just enough defensive pressure
Schön.
to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Feeds to Freak.
Und,
The basket
Jawohl.
good off the assist from Hayward.
also das mache ich total gerne, mich zurückziehen und dann auf den Kickout-Pass warten.
one of his greatest challenges.
Weil meistens, wenn alle in Transition sind und dann reinziehen, wenn ich dann auch mal die Athletik dazu habe, dann spiele ich das ganze System auch selber. Ich ziehe rein und mache dann den Kick-Out-Pass.
Freak with it. He's picked up by James. Lyles passes to Freak. There's 10 seconds left here in the second. Puts it up from 12. Takes a big height pause and goes in. And it's an 11-point Jazz
Und wir stehen kurz vor unserer A-Wertung. Das wäre jetzt schon wieder so frech gewesen, wenn der reingegangen wäre.
And so we wrap up the first half. Utah out in front. They lead by 11.
Ich sehe schon von der Seite, dass wir grinsen.
Guys, I'm here with Kevin Love, and Kevin, facing a deficit at halftime, what do you guys need to do differently in the second half of this ball game?
Make shots. I mean, we're getting good ones. I don't know what it is. We had the day off. Just need to get our legs under us in the second half, come out, go on a big run like we usually do, and we'll be fine.
It's a make-or-miss league. Kevin, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action.
Das wird natürlich auch eine interessante Sache, denn der Erfolg der Cavs in der letzten Season hat über viele Probleme hinweggetäuscht, muss man ganz ehrlich sagen. Ne? Auch das Verhältnis zwischen Trainer und Love war nicht das Beste. Dementsprechend, ich bin echt gespannt, diese Season, was auf uns zukommt. So, ja, gut. Halbzeitbesprechung. Jemand ist gerade auf der Toilette, so wie es sich anhört.
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play. We've been able to force a lot of turnovers, and we've crashed in on them. That's been terrific. Keep doing just what you have been. As soon as we get our hands on the ball, push it, and let's catch them on their heels. One thing I liked, our passing. Getting a lot of assists. Unselfish passing can get us into a nice rhythm, and that's how we get ourselves on a run. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed, but somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal. These guys did not see this coming, but now they know what they're up against, and they're going to come out angry. Get ready to go toe-to-toe with them and cap this thing off.
Tja, da hat er wohl recht. Normalerweise kann man nicht damit rechnen, dass die Utah Jazz was reißen gegen die Cavs. Okay, neue Performance. Ist schon geil gemacht. Wobei ich es immer geiler finde, wenn irgendwie so ein Maskottchen voll am Abdancen ist. So, dieses Mal gegen Schampert. Stärken, er nähert sich dem Werfer gut an und verhindert dessen Wurftippe fähig an. Ja, okay, wenn er zum Korb zieht, macht er ihn in der Regel auch. Schwächen schlechter Freiwurfschütze, schenke ihm Freiwürfe, indem du X drückst, um ihn bei leichten Körben absichtlich zu faulen, neigt zu schlechten Pässen und Turnovers. Bewege dich in der Defense gut und lauere auf seine Fehler. Da denke ich mir noch einmal als NBA-Star.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second guessed at every turn, and that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Thompson and Verja at the 4 and 5. Williams is out there with J.R. Smith, and it's Shumpert in the 3
jetzt
spot.
wieder dort
That's the 5
anknüpfen, wo wir aufgehört haben. Bitte ohne Turnover.
Let's go.
Ah, shit. Ja, schlechte Wurfauswahl, das stimmt wirklich. Da stand Shumpert viel zu nah an mir dran.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas. I mean, so coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
And here is Williams. He has 6. Smith outside. And Smith gets double teamed. Ball stolen.
So, spiel ihn mir raus, spiel ihn mir raus. Ich wollte gerade sagen, also den habe ich echt perfekt getroffen. Verzeichnet 2 erfolgreiche Dreier.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Oder?
Yeah, and another thing,
Nein, jetzt kriegen wir den nicht. Und der macht halt wieder defensiver Kollaps.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
Hood kicks to Booker. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Ja, Freiwürfe für
Cavs
uns.
were one of the top teams in the East last year, and it was in large part to how strong they were at home.
Boy, did they shoot it well from beyond the arc at home, Kevin. I mean, top 3 in the league in terms of 3-point shooting. It does help to have LeBron.
Und kommen wieder rein, 30 Sekunden vor
We've got
Schluss.
33 seconds left in the fourth. So on the floor for Utah.
Boah, was ein Block.
Hood are the young guard tandem. Lyles out there with Freak, and it's Gobert in at the center position. Shumpert.
Und der geht nicht rein. Der geht nicht rein. Spiel ihn vor. Hier zu mir, zu mir, zu mir, zu mir.
Blew the easy 2 by profiling. Trying to look good. That's a
Viel zu
bad
lange
decision
gedauert,
and
ey.
poor
Das muss
execution.
ratzfatz gehen normalerweise.
Freak passes to Gobert. Exum with it. Pass to Freak. And so he draws the foul.
Unterziehen wir das Foul.
Trip to the line to shoot 2.
2 Freiwürfe. Ich liebe es, wenn es so ungefähr wackelt, wie als wenn man besoffen wäre. Aber der zweite ist drinnen.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of them.
Ja, das Ding ist gelaufen. In 3 Sekunden dreht man keine 10 Punkte. Auch nicht in der NBA.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win.
Und wir gewinnen unerwarteterweise gegen die Cavs.
But one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win.
Also wir haben 10 Punkte, 3 von 7 reingemacht, 3 Rebounds, 1 Assist. Und 60 wie sie.
Well, Derek, you guys came into tonight's game following a tough loss last time out. How important was it for the team to get this game here tonight?
It's big for us. You know, we came out last game and play like bombs, basically. So we just want to come in and make a statement this game so that we working hard, improving, and just try to get a win.
Well, terrific bounce back, Derek. Thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And coming up next, the post-game show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
So,
2K Sports Post-Game Show.
Die Post-Game Show müssen wir uns natürlich nicht jedes Mal komplett reinziehen. Wir schauen einfach nur.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet.
Vielleicht können wir es auch gar nicht wegdrücken, ich weiß es nicht.
Gordon Hayward. He had just an outstanding
Wir können es anscheinend nicht wegdrücken.
He really had the fire lit under him.
Doch, jetzt können wir es
And
wegdrücken.
folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.
Kann es sein, dass Shaquille O'Neal ein bisschen müde ist? Ich wusste nicht, dass unser Basketball so einschläfernd ist. Bester Spieler, das habe ich jetzt gar nicht mitgekriegt. Ah, Gordon, ne? Ja, mit 25 Punkten, 5 Assists, 1 Rebound. Gut. Davon sind wir natürlich noch weit entfernt.
What a life, eh, freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad Mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah,
living the dream. Mad pandemonium. But folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I took my tech stock public and I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell and my mom's friends called her up and said, Maggie, is that your son on Bloomberg News this morning ringing the bell? And my mom says, yes, sirree, Bob, it was him. That was a great moment, freak. And you know, our lives are like a pearl necklace of great moments, all strung together with the finest silk thread of memories. And we have to be very careful how we cultivate those pearls and we thread that necklace.
Does this meeting by any chance have to do with Vic Van Leer?
I grew up in the burbs, freak. I wasn't poor, upper middle class, comfortable. My daddy worked as an accountant for one of the largest insurance firms in the country. Smart with his money. Mom didn't have to work. I went to boarding school. And then my dad died of a heart attack when I was a freshman at MIT. I was a movie geek, wanted to be a civil engineer, but I made my fortune by becoming a hybrid of both those interests. My dad didn't want me to be an accountant. Oh, listen to this. My best friend was a guy named Isidore. Yeah, we called him Izzy. He was one of the smartest human beings I have ever met in my life. I mean, Izzy was taking second-year college calculus courses as a high school sophomore, right? Straight-A student, full ride to MIT. Izzy had the world at his fingertips. But he was always looking for trouble, and trouble found him. He ran with the wrong crowd. And when we got to MIT, he got this great job working for a financial consulting firm in Boston. But every weekend, he would fly to Vegas. You see, Izzy had a system for counting cards in Vegas that had the big casinos on the Strip. Oh, stymied! He would come back to MIT with suitcases filled with $200,000 in cold cash.
What?
Yeah.
So your man Izzy was getting hit off like that?
Like a fat rat in a cheddar cheese factory, freak.
Okay, so what happened to this dude Izzy, because he's dope?
No, not dope. Dead. After he'd been missing for 3 weeks, the Nevada State Police never found hide nor hair of Isidore.
Beruhigende Geschichte.
And our friendship took a hit when he asked me to hang out with him in Vegas. And I said I wouldn't do it. Because I knew he was on a dark and twisted path in his life. And yes, he was my dude. But no way was I gonna throw my life away trying to show my loyalty to a guy who really and truly didn't understand what loyalty was all about.
So this meeting is about Vic.
Correctamente.
Okay, well, sir, Vic isn't Izzy.
And why's that, freak?
Well, for one thing, you and your dead friend Izzy didn't grow up poor. Me and Vic grew up in a neighborhood where we had to look over our shoulder every 2 seconds to make sure nobody was going to walk up on us and rob us.
True. Izzy and I did not grow up in the hood. But we, like you, thankfully grew up in a 2-parent household. But even that wasn't enough for Izzy. He wasn't satisfied. He was always looking for a 5-alarm fire when he already had the warmth and comfort of a loving family. This is not about class warfare, freak. This is about the consequences of making bad choices and risking it all when you feel like you have nothing to lose.
Vic is like a brother to me, sir.
But you shouldn't be Brother Vic's keeper, freak. Would a brother go looking for trouble and put your career and your livelihood at risk by getting into fights at nightclubs and seedy after-hour joints and then scream to the media, "Yeah, it's all good, I'm an FOF, friendo freak. It's all misunderstanding. Y'all be haters, don't hate my game." I don't think a brother would do that to someone they really cared about, but a guy who looked at you like a meal ticket would.
No. See, you don't understand Vic.
Really? I don't understand.
No.
Look, man, it was a misunderstanding with the guy in the next VIP booth. His honey started flirting with me, so naturally I started flirting back. Next thing I know, Captain Cornball's off my grill piece beefing. Next thing he know, he got a 2-piece and a biscuit on his left eye. Hey, I don't know who hit him. And it damn sure wasn't me. Hey, Captain Cornball's mad because I'm an FOF, friend of freak. Hey, well, check this out, though. He needs to train that hottie before he leave the house, though. Yo, he's hotties ain't loyal, man.
What's there to understand? Are you freaking blind? You know, I just want to know, how much did you pay your lawyers to make all this go away?
Almost $100,000.
Excuse me, son, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said I paid almost $100,000.
Exactly. And if you keep riding shotgun with Vic, you're gonna go broke. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Look, Vic is my friend, and I grew up with him. How many times I gotta tell you, sir?
Freak, this is not a request. I am not asking you to do this. I am telling you to do this. And the first order of business is that Mr. Vic Van Leer is banned from traveling with you on the road. Vic is banned from the locker room. And Vic is banned from this arena. And if I catch this guy, Vic, in or anywhere near the facilities, Mr. Vic Van Leer will be arrested for trespassing.
Are you serious, sir?
Brother, I'm as serious as cancer. We all know that can be deadly.
You know, me and Vic were kids, playing summer tournaments at the Dome. We always imagined making it to the pros, right? And after the crowds left, just a street light was on the court, like 11:30, 12 midnight, even 1 in the morning sometimes. We used to practice player introductions, running on the court, giving dap, high-fiving the teammates. Vic, he would act as an announcer. You know, he would introduce me and announce my name on the loudspeaker, and the Jumbotron would flash my image like a little guy dressed in long shorts and a jersey. And now, fresh off his 3-game, 62-point scoring streak, the youngest player to ever do so in NBA history, Frequency Vibrations. So me and Vic would sit in those empty bleachers at the Dome and dream like nobody's business. And now I'm living a dream. For real. And in so many ways, Vic was part of that.
Please, listen to me. I mean, I know this guy's your dude from way back.
Look, me and Vic go way back like the front seats of a '67 Cadillac.
That's good. We go way back. Did you say front seats?
Front seats of a '67 Cadillac.
We go way back like the front seats of a '67 Cadillac. Well, do you have any crickets? I'm gonna be the hit once again at Herbie Allen's Sun Valley Shindig because my fellow billionaires love it when I walk and talk that talk.
So that almost sounds...
No, let me tell you exactly what it sounds like. I respect, admire, and most importantly, love you as a human being and a role model. But I pay you a lot. And I mean, I pay you a lot of money to play for my team. And I am in this game to win it. And you can't win it with an albatross around your neck like Vic. So Vic is done. History. And here's some more lingo that I picked up from a former megastar who used to play for me several seasons ago. Thought I would never release him until I did. And now he's the sixth man on a struggling team in Venice. And yeah, I'm talking Venice with the canals and the gondolas and Harry's bar, not the street ballers next to the fortune tellers on the beach in Cali. This guy used to tell me when he thought there was a player destroying our team, don't be a hero, cut that zero. And that is what I am telling you about Vic, freak. Don't be a hero, cut that zero. The only thing Vic brings into your life is headache and unwanted and unnecessary negative attention. And it will.
Alter, der ballert ja ganz schön raus, ey.
When it affects your mindset, it's gonna affect your play. And when it affects your play, it's gonna affect my team. And when it affects my team, it's gonna affect my money. And if it affects my money, Google Translate will become your new freaking friend. I want a championship ring, freak, and I want you to help me get that ring. And banners after banners hanging from the rafters in this arena. So, freak, hear me clearly and hear me good.
Alter, was ist los mit dem?
G, Vic, gotta go.
So würde ich, glaube ich, auch schauen.
Handle your business. And remember, that contract you signed contains a morality clause, a very important clause that revolves around your conduct on and off the court, and how it can negatively impact my team. Now, I don't want you to have to learn Italian or Croatian as a second language. And hey, playing pro ball overseas, there's nothing wrong with that. But the arenas are nothing like this, nor will the money be the same. And on top of all of that, this is the US of A, the greatest freaking country in the world. Ask yourself, is Vic worth all that? Think about it. Think long, think wrong.
Ja, Vic muss weg.
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character. He's not that at all. Man, Vic, let me tell you something. We actually, we have love for each other. We're brothers. Blood couldn't make us any closer at all. I mean, he has so much loyalty to me and to my family. You can see even Cece, has issues with him, but he still loves her. He still loves her.
Ja. Krasser Shit. Don't be a hero, cut that zero. Ehrlich gesagt, glaube ich, dass das mit Vic nicht so laufen wird, auch wenn wir ihn als Bruder vielleicht lieben. Aber so wie der Eigentümer gerade abgegangen ist, Alter, der schlägt uns den Kopf ab. Wenn wir den das nächste Mal irgendwo mit dabei haben. Auch wenn das jetzt gerade bloß ein Spiel ist, von dieser Ansprache bin ich gerade irgendwie ein bisschen selber geflasht. Ihr könnt mir ja mal schreiben, was ihr davon haltet. Was ihr machen würdet. Würdet ihr Vic als Freund sausen lassen oder würdet ihr zu ihm halten? Auch wenn ihr dann irgendwo in Kroatien, Italien spielen müsstet für wahrscheinlich 20-fach weniger als in der NBA. Ja, und somit verabschiede ich mich aus dieser Folge. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, wir haben ja auch am Anfang etwas Basketball gespielt, bevor dann diese Riesendiskussion kam. Lasst mir einen Like da und schaut das nächste Mal wieder rein. Bis dann, euer Max.